Fever Insider explains why all WNBA playoff rumors around Caitlin Clark need to end. After a decade-long playoff drought, the Indiana Fever finally broke through, stunning third-seeded Atlanta to reach the semifinals. The arena overflowed with hugs, cheers, and tears of relief. Even sidelined by injury, Caitlin Clark's energy was impossible to miss as she jumped, shouted, and celebrated with her teammates. And, as excitement mounted, fans began dreaming of CC's return despite the long odds. But before hope ran too far, Fever Insider Scott Agnes delivered a reality check, quashing the rumors. The rumors of Caitlin Clark's potential return sprang up when clips of her practicing with the team and shooting the ball around went viral. But Agnes nipped this notion in the bud, stating that while the former is true, it does not mean she'll return. She's out there. She was even at shoot-around, and I saw her shooting. But Caitlin is not active. Even if she is able to or wants to return or is physically cleared to return, she cannot. We got that clarification today from team officials, declared Agnes. Then the Fever Insider made the obvious revelation: Clark cannot return even if she wanted to for the 2025 season. Although Clark could have returned during the regular season, playoff rules require each team to submit an active roster in advance. Only players listed on that roster are eligible to participate in the postseason, and Clark is not. Going into the playoffs, they have to set an active roster. Caitlin's not on that roster. Still, even that rule cannot stop people from daydreaming about a Disney movie ending. More on that later. The Fever Insider continued, none of the injured players are, in fact, and they can't be, or else you couldn't have any of the hardship players that signed rest-of-season contracts to be eligible for the postseason. Aerial Powers, She Petty, Odyssey Sims, as well as those players who signed rest-of-season contracts. So, Caitlin's not on that active roster. Even if she is 100% healthy tomorrow, she cannot play. The current active roster for the Indiana Fever during the playoffs consists of 11 players, namely: Aaliyah Boston, starter; Bree Hall, Damaris Dantas, Natasha Howard, starter; Lexi Hull, starter; Kelsey Mitchell, starter; She Petty, Aerial Powers, Odyssey Sims, starter; Michaela Timpson, Brianna Turner. However, Indiana has navigated the playoffs so far with only 10 active players, as Damaris Dantas has sat out all 3 games this past week due to a concussion. She would be eligible to return in later rounds since she is included on the Fever's official playoff roster. With this revelation, Agnes closed the doors on Clark's return this season. In her sophomore year, the Fever guard only played 13 games out of 44 regular season games, averaging 16.5 points, 5 rebounds, and 8.8 assists. Compared to last year, she played in all Fever games and raked in 19.2 points, 5.7 rebounds, and 8.4 assists. Now, the earliest her fans can see her play is in the 2026 season, or in Unrivaled if she accepts their offer. But as for the 2025 season, she is literally not allowed to play the rest of the season. Still, following the Indiana Fever's advancement to the WNBA semifinals, Yahoo Sports analysts Jason Fitz and Caroline Fenton couldn't help but urge Kathy Engelbert to change the rules this once for CC. Kathy Engelbert, do the right thing here, even if it will enrage the entire community, Fitz began, further adding what every fan is thinking. Just imagine what Fitz is describing, and you will be delighted, as delusional as hope is here. I need a Disney movie ending. I need just out of nowhere during the opening player introduction. They're introducing all of the players and then all of a sudden, in dramatic fashion, walking out from the tunnel, like not just with their team, just walking out from the tunnel. The lights dim down, everything starts strobing, fog is going everywhere, and Caitlin Clark comes out just in warm-ups, rips off the warm-ups and bam, she's back on the court. I understand it's not allowed, but look, I don't care what's allowed. This is what we need. This is what we want. I want Caitlin to come in and somehow will Indiana to their first WNBA championship. But despite sitting on the bench, Clark will have had a major role to play if the Fever do win it all. Her coach-like antics and, most importantly, her support has been consistent throughout. This recent time, though, she was joined by Sophie Cunningham.